launches Twitter spree touting his accomplishments and lashing out against Joe Biden as new poll shows nearly two-thirds of Americans do not approve of how the president is handling national crises. Donald Trump went on a 30-tweet Twitter spree Sunday morning where he railed against Joe Biden and boasted of his presidential accomplishments. He also issued a slew of endorsements of Republican congressional candidates. One retweet showed a video of Donald Trump Jr. telling Fox News that it's so scary Joe Biden could have access to the nuclear button. Trump also retweeted a clip of his re-election campaign's director of press communications claiming Biden would raise taxes by $7 trillion during the tweet storm. The president deflected blame for the coronavirus pandemic to China. The tweets come as a new poll show Americans do not approve of Trump's handling of national crises, including the COVID-19 outbreak. The recent shows 66% of Americans do not approve of Trump's handling of the coronavirus pandemic. White, Black, and Hispanic Americans also do not like the way Trump has responded to the prevailing nationwide Black Lives Matter protests by Caitlin Carroll, U.S. political reporter for DailyMail.com, published 14:35 BST, the 2nd of August 2020, updated 16:54 BST, the 2nd of August 2020. President Donald Trump went on a 30-post Twitter spree Sunday morning boasting of his accomplishments and railing against presumed Democratic nominee Joe Biden as the president's poll numbers continued to slide. In one post, Trump retweeted a highlight from Fox News' Wather's World where the president's eldest son and advisor bashed Biden's competence. It would be truly sad if it wasn't so scary that Joe Biden could be in charge of the nuclear football, Donald Trump Jr. told Fox News host Jesse Wathers on Saturday night. Despite a prevailing case rate increase of coronavirus in the U.S., the president also touted his handling of the coronavirus pandemic. Big China virus breakouts all over the world, including nations which were thought to have done a great job. The fake news doesn't report this. USA will be stronger than ever before, and soon. Trump tweeted in his Sunday morning rant. According to a new ABC News/Ipsos poll released Friday, 66% of Americans do not approve of the way the president is managing the crisis, even as Trump continues to try and deflect blame to China. Donald Trump went on a 30-tweet Twitter spree Sunday morning where he railed against Joe Biden and boasted his presidential accomplishments, as well as endorsing and touting Republican congressional candidates. One retweet showed a video of Trump's eldest son and advisor Donald Trump Jr., right, telling Fox News host Jesse Wathers, left, Saturday night that it's so scary that Joe Biden could have access to the nuclear button. He also retweeted a clip of his re-election campaign's director of press communications claiming Biden would raise taxes by $7 trillion. Trump, during the tweet storm, deflected blame for the coronavirus pandemic to China as polls show Americans do not approve of his handling of national crises, including the COVID-19 outbreak. The ABC News/Ipsos survey shows 66% of Americans do not approve of Trump's handling of the coronavirus pandemic. In the survey, taken July the 29th to the 30th, Trump's approval in handling coronavirus hit 34%, up 1 percentage point from his lowest rating from earlier this month since the pollsters starting tracking the figure on the virus in March. Trump tweeted out a post from his campaign's Twitter with a clip of him demanding a second round of stimulus checks for Americans in the midst of the coronavirus pandemic. President of real Donald Trump, we want to get stimulus money to the people. Democrats view it as a political issue. The tweet read along with a clip of him in front of Air Force One. Even members of Trump's own coronavirus task force have begun rebuking the president recently as he continues to push anti-malarial drug hydroxychloroquine as a good treatment, and even cure, for coronavirus. We don't recommend that as a treatment, the White House task force's testing chief, Admiral Brett Giroir, told NBC's Meet the Press Sunday morning. Hydroxychloroquine, I can't recommend that. The evidence just doesn't show that hydroxychloroquine is effective right now, he continued. I think we need to move on from that and talk about what is effective. Trump has continuously pushed the drug used for treating or preventing contraction of malaria, claiming it is also effective in treating COVID-19. The president even said he took it for 2 weeks as a preventative measure and to prove it is safe. Trump's overall approval has also slipped to 36% as he struggles to handle the coronavirus crisis, rampant nationwide Black Lives Matter protests, and has faced backlash for his relations with foreign adversaries, like Russia and China. More than half of white Americans disapprove of Trump's handling of the protests, 72% of Hispanic Americans and a clear majority of Black Americans, at 92%, feel the same. The poll also shows Democrats and independents widely do not approve of the way Trump deals with Russia, but a whopping 80% of Republicans approve. White, Black and Hispanic Americans also do not like the way Trump has responded to the prevailing nationwide Black Lives Matter protests. Trump also spent his morning bashing his Democratic rival in a bid to hurt his opponent as the November election approaches, and several polls show him losing support in some battleground states. Don't believe the lies you hear from the media or on social media about a Biden victory. This is going to be a very close election. But President Trump has the edge, Trump retweeted from the Wackers World Twitter with the television host monologuing. In some other miscellaneous tweets, Trump endorsed several candidates and railed against drug companies. When you see the drug companies taking massive television ads against me, forget what they say, which is false. You know that drug prices are coming down, big, he boasted. Favored nations clause means USA will pay the lowest price of any nation in the world. Never done before. Watch. Let's block ads. Why?
Show your love for him. Click the link in description. Thanks for watching.